Very good evening, everyone. I think, are we audible? Just put a thumbs up sign or a yes sign in the chat box, please. क्या आप सबको हमारी आवाज आ रही है? Very good evening, everyone. I think 2 मिनट और वेट करते हैं.
Yeah, I think we have got a confirmation. All right, so good evening, everyone. I hope the audio and the video is fine and we can start the session. As you all have seen that the topic for the session is strategy for the next 2023. And before we start talking about this particular session, first of all, that it's a big question mark as of now that when the exam is going to happen. Actually, we are talking about next 2023. The biggest question mark is when the NEET 2022 is going to happen. So we all are aware of this, but we feel that as your guide, as your mentor, it is our duty to take care of all the students. Those who are appearing for the NEET 2022 exam, they are almost at the final lag of their preparation. Though I know that the anxiety, apprehensions are all there, but we always believe that the earlier you start, the better your preparation is. So we have a good amount of time. If you are focusing toward, if you are an intern or you finished or you are not eligible for the NEET 2022 and you are preparing for the NEET 23, what is an ideal strategy? That is what we're gonna try to discuss in this particular video or in this particular session. Please feel free to ask your doubts into the comment section and we will try our level best to answer. If you ask me that what should be the ideal strategy to crack the INI-CET exam in November and the next exam 2023, I will say there is only and only one point that you have to pay attention to, that guys, please be focused and disciplined. That's all. And I think Dr. Nachiket will also agree with me on this 100%, that if you are focused and disciplined to crack the exam, you will definitely be able to do that, whether you're looking at an INI-CET exam or whether you're looking at a NEET-PG exam or whether you're looking at a next exam. What do you say, Dr. Nachiket?
Absolutely, Dr. Rajat. I believe whatever you have said are golden words right now. एंड में बेटा मेहनत और हार्ड वर्क ये जो तुम्हें एक कोई सा भी एग्जाम उस दुनिया में वो तुम्हें पार करवाएगा. इट डजंट मैटर व्हाट एग्जाम यू आर गिविंग, एमएलई, NEET PG, next, whatever it is the level of dedication that is required. Sir, I think we should discuss a little bit about next, what it is going to be the major bifurcations in the examinations, and then maybe we can start talking about the next. Yeah. So done.
If we look at the next exam, that why people are very much worried about that first of all, if as of now nothing is concrete, but whatever information that we have from the different meetings that have happened is that instead of 1 day, it will be a 3-day exam. Instead of a 300 question paper, it will be 6 papers, which will be 3 long paper and 3 long paper and 3 short paper, and that's a morning and evening session. The morning session will be for 3 hours and the evening session will be for 1.5 hours, and that will happen on 3 consecutive days. And each day in the morning session, you will be having a 120 questions, and in the evening session, you will be having 60 questions. So that makes 540 questions over a period of 3 days. And when the syllabus was discussed, it said this, that in the morning sessions, it is medicine on day 1, surgery on day 2, and OBG on day 3. In the afternoon session, it is ENT on day 1, ophthalmology on day 2, and pediatrics on day 3. So a lot of people have these apprehensions that what about the rest of the subjects? So rest of the subjects are always sister subjects. Okay, they all ultimately, if you look at the MBBS is all about medicine, surgery, gynae, pediatrics, and ENT ophthalmology. That's basically, rest all the subjects are helping them. Okay. Now, when I say cardiology, it's a part of medicine. Broadly, this is what we're going to say. When we say anesthesia, it's a part of surgery, broadly. When we say radiology, it's a part of surgery, it's a part of medicine, it's a part of OBG. When we say anatomy, anatomy takes care of all the other subjects. So, I mean, it's always about the paper related to the diseases. But yes, it's more of a clinical paper. But a big question is, are we having next exam in 2023? To be honest to you, I do not want anybody of you to quote this video 6 months down the line. We are really not sure whether exam is going to happen in 2023 or not. See, the uncertainties in the exams nowadays is so much that 2 months later, in fact, not 2 months, 38 days after that, we have an exam and we are not still 100% sure whether the exam is going to happen after 38 days or not. So it's very, very difficult to say, but we can tell, we can suggest the preparation strategy, the points that you have to focus upon, how you can take an edge over others. That's my opening statement. Over to you, Dr. Nachiket.
Absolutely, sir. Perfectly said. And to be very frank, what sir has just said, that adding to what next pattern is going to be. So a couple of things that were clarified by the government in the latest draft, that whoever wants to practice medicine in India, who wants to get a permanent license, has to go through three things. That is, next one, internship, and next two, whether it is foreign medical graduate or an Indian medical graduate. So after final year, earlier what used to happen was that you used to pass the final year, give the temporary, you used to get a temporary degree when you used to pass the final prof. But now it is not going to be like that. You have to first clear the next one. You will get your temporary degree, and the score of next one will get you your PG seat. After that, you will start your internship, and at the end of the internship, you have to appear for an exam called the next two, which is going to be a simple pass and fail exam. There is not going to be any ranking in next two. And only after clearing next two, you will be getting your a permanent medical license to practice in India. And please remember, next two is independent. Even if you have scored rank one in next one and you fail in next two, you shall be considered a failure. And you have to give the next two only again to actually get your permanent license. So this is what the government has clarified till now. And right now, if anybody from 2018 batch and onwards, they have to give the next one only. They do not have to give any other exam. They have to give the next one, the internship, and the next two. So that's compulsory for everyone. So I think in a couple of months, we are going to get a proper clarification that whatever the exam is going to be. And the government has given us they has given us a proper notice that they are going to have a mock run of the next one exam in 2022. So everything is awaited by the government. Sir, on to you.
Yeah. So, Dr. Nachiket, as you rightly pointed out, that whenever the next is going to be implemented, the two kinds of student will be writing the exam: those who have already completed the internship and those who were those who are to start the internship. So those who will be starting the internship, the biggest challenge is for them, because they cannot take the guidance from their seniors. Because if they will take their guidance from the senior, they are already 1 year late. I mean, this is one of the biggest challenge that they're going to face, because they have to write supposedly a PG entrance exam, which is 1 year earlier in comparison to their immediate senior who have given that in a post internship. Okay. There is an added stress of internship and a next two exam that is there, but the rank based exam or the ranking based exam will be an MCQ based paper, which will be next one. And it's as simple as that. So assuming that the next is happening in 2023, I will say that those who are serious, those who are focused about the exam, please consider that the exam is going to happen in January. I mean, that is the broad, I will say, the air is about the exam as of now. And it is always better to prepare in an early way rather than in a late way. So all those who are sincere about preparing for the exam, I will say that you have to consider that the exam is happening in January. Okay. Though it will happen in the January or not, it is too premature to say, but let's focus keeping this in the mind, as we did for the March 2022 exam, when we said in the September that there are in the October when the notification came, we said please consider as 12th March and keep on reading from that particular front. And now those who have prepared well, they are relatively in a safer zone for that. So please make sure that you are considering all the strategies that you are developing, that what we gonna suggest you also, keeping in the mind that the exam is happening in January. Over to you,
I
Dr.
think I have one question for you. So I can see that this question is being asked multiple times, and I think you must have been asked this question like 1,000 times already. So there is a batches that is 2018, which is going to give the next first time. Sir, what about the 2017 and the senior batches? What is their verdict for 2023?
No, they will be writing the next one only. Yeah, you have already explained that. Now they will be writing next one, but they will not be writing next two. They will be writing the next exam same as the NEET-PG exam that they are doing, and whatever score that they get, on the basis of that, they will be picking up the seat in the same year. I mean, that is the point. Yes, those who are pre-intern, that means those who are completed the final year, they are writing the exam now, but they will be picking up the seat next year, not in the same year.
Absolutely. So let's start the strategy part. As I can see that we have final year, we have interns, we have post interns. So what is your suggestion for each segment of students?
Okay, so see, if देखो, when I talk about the preparation, I always believe कि one size does not fit all, and that is what all of you need to understand. I have a different way of learning the subject. You have a different way. Third person has got a different way. So whenever you start preparing for any competitive exam, first please talk to yourself for 5-10 minutes. When we used to prepare, the challenge in our life was there is a problem of scarcity. The resources were not available. They were limited at certain sectors. Do you know what is the biggest challenge right now? The biggest challenge is problem of plenty. Every day I get more than 20-30 messages from the student who say that they are confused. They are confused that what all to read. We were also confused that what to read because nothing was available. So please talk to yourself. Do not blindly go by what somebody else is saying. In fact, for that matter, I will say do not blindly go on to what me is saying or Dr. Nachiket is saying. Please try to go with what is logical for you, what fits to your schedule. Okay. I feel in order to crack the exam, as I said earlier, the single most important thing that is needed is discipline and focus. If you are disciplined for 1 year, mark my words, you have not read anything till now. You have enjoyed or so-called enjoyed your MBBS by reading so-called these kunjis and able to pass the exam. If you dedicate your 1 year to the preparation, you have a capability to get a decent rank, provided you are not just saying it, you are actually working for it. You are putting all your efforts to it. I have seen it. We have changed the life of so many people in last so many years. You give this dedication. मैंने पहले भी एक बार बोला था कि just dedicate this 1 year to the preparation and you will be able to crack it. Okay. Now, obviously, those who have started early, they have a better chance to get a great rank. Those who are starting late, they will have to do some more and more hard work. Okay. First, you see that अभी problem क्या है? अभी problem है अगर मैं institute DBMCI की बात करूं. DBMCI is one platform which offers everything to the student depending on your need. You want recorded lectures, DBMCI has got recorded lectures. You want live internet-based face-to-face classes, DBMCI has internet-based face-to-face classes. You want physical face-to-face classes, DBMCI has got physical face-to-face classes. You don't want anything, you only want books, DBMCI has books also. अब problem क्या है? हम क्या करें? You have to see where do you fit. Are recorded lectures good? Yes, very good. Are internet-based face-to-face classes good? They are good. Are notes good? Yes, they are good. Are face-to-face classes sitting in the center are good? Yes, they are good. Please, if you are starting today, first decide your deadlines. And you have to finish your course with those deadlines. If you are able to do that, and that is why we are doing this session today. Me and Nachiket had a lot of discussion on this, and we said that we have to do it today before the NEET-PG 2022 happens. Because if you are preparing for 2023, you have to start now. You can't wait कि मैं बाद में करूंगा. You have to start now. Set up your deadlines. If you have to crack the exam in January, please remember, by October is the upper limit when you should be able to finish your course. Ideally, by 30th of September. 30th September or latest by 15th of October, you should be able to finish all your subjects. Okay. Now, when it's next that I'm going to talk about in a while, irrespective of the pattern of the exam, by 30th of September or by latest by 15th of October, you should be able to finish your subject. And then in the next 2.5 months or 3 months, whatever that you have get, you have to do at least through 2 to 3 revision of your course. This is the first thing that everybody has to do. Before I take it forward, I will ask Dr. Nachiket's opinion on this.
I think what you have just said, that no size fits all, it is very perfectly said. And I believe that the student needs, I mean, guys, you have to identify which is your best training method. I mean, if I ask you, I'm currently doing a session from IIM Kolkata. And to be very frank, it is on a weekday and I miss most of the sessions. I'm not able to do that because of my office and my work. So I make sure that on a Sunday, I sit and do that recording. And if I have to go outside Sunday, then I take time out in the whole week and do that for myself. So if you ask me, recording, suits me better than a live session. But if you are free, if you are able to manage your time, I very well say that go for a live session, a face-to-face session. I mean, I'll tell you, a face-to-face class, DBMCI live, online live class, because that timing that Dr. Rajat is going to come live at 9 p.m. today to talk about next. So I made sure that I was at my office by 8:30. So I just, I ran back here. I had my dinner in like less than 5 minutes. And I was sitting here at 9 o'clock because I knew the session was supposed to be there. And had it been just a recorded session, I might not even have left my office. I would have been, talking to somebody over there. बातें होती रहती है, थोड़ा सी मजाक होता रहता है और टाइम निकल जाता है. So that particular urgency that sir created कि हाँ यार 9 बजे सेशन है तो 9 बजे पहुंचना है आपको. I was there at 9. I planned my day accordingly. So if you want to, you do not have that self-motivation. I do not have that self-motivation. I am still a very, very lazy man. So if you are still just like me, I will recommend go for a DBMCI live session because it will keep you motivated. It will keep you urgency, that dedication that will be there. But if you are self-motivated, as many people are, sir is there. But if you are there, go for, recorded classes. Those you can plan it according. I mean, you are a 10 to 4 p.m. kind of reader who can study like that. Go for that. There is nothing wrong. It is just a matter of choice. Sir, on to you.
I mean, very, very rightly said, Nachiket. I think ये बहुत important बात है जो which every student must understand. That if you are a self-motivated person, the only thing that is needed is content. And the content can be available from the books. It can be available from the recorded lectures. If you are not a self-motivated person, or in a simple language, what we say is कि अगर तुम्हें डंडा चाहिए पढ़ने के लिए, ठीक है, तो you will have to get somebody else who is giving you a discipline. Okay, like what he said, I had a live class today. 8:45 I finished my class because I knew that at 9 o'clock I have to start this particular session. And if it's a live session, I know I have to be here. Okay. But yes, if I am a motivated person, I know how to maintain the schedule in my life, then obviously it is the content that is the only thing that is needed. So the first thing that you people have to do before actually going on to something is first decide. And I'm telling you, please talk to yourself honestly. No need to tell it to me. No need to tell it to second person. You are doing it for yourself. Please ask yourself, you know yourself very well, that whether you need dedication from somebody else, whether you want somebody to tell you what you have to do, or whether you can do it yourself. So even before going on to whether selecting Bhatia or non-Bhatia, I will say first select about yourself, that what do you want, how you want to go forward. आपको लगता नहीं है मेरे बस की डिसिप्लिन नहीं है, मैं तो एग्जाम के लास्ट डे पढ़ने वाला बच्चा हूं, डंडा होता है तब मैं पढ़ता हूं, तो भाई फिर तो at that is the stage when you will need somebody who will tell you, okay, 9 to 4 you have to attend this class, you will have to attend this particular class, and then you have to do this paper, and then there is a test that is going to happen whose result is going to show it to your friends. Okay, guilt में पढ़ोगे ऐसे में. But if you are a motivated person, तो फिर तो कंटेंट चाहिए. So this is the first thing that you have to decide. Second thing that I have already told you, that I consider that the exam is happening in the January. Okay, please remember, irrespective of the batch you are 2015 batch, 16 batch, 17 batch, 18 batch, you will be writing the same exam. And you will be writing the same exam. Please remember, if you ask me what are the chances that the NEET is going to happen in 2023, I will say 70-30. It's not 100% that the exam, but there will be a PG entrance exam that is going to happen. और अगर आप अभी 2018 बैच हो और आप अगर उसके हिसाब से पढ़ लेते हो और लेटर से नीट नहीं होता और आपको पोस्ट इंटर्नशिप भी देना होता है, बहुत अच्छी बात है ना. इट इज सच अ गुड थिंग. यू आर ऑलरेडी 1 year ahead in comparison to your peers. तो ऑटोमेटिकली आपका टेंशन ही नहीं होगा. When I was preparing for my exam, when I was an intern, I will not boast of myself, I was not having a doubt whether I will get selected or not. My doubt was what will be my rank, because I prepared pretty well during my 3rd year and a final year MBBS. So this will happen with you also. Don't think कि अभी तो पता ही नहीं एग्जाम होगा कि नहीं होगा, चलो अभी मजे कर लो. Let us make our studies enjoyable in a way कि लाइफ में पूरी जिंदगी भर मजे करते रहे ना, है ना. Let us go into that manner. Are you getting it? So please make your schedule in a way that you are finishing by 30th of September or latest by 15th of October. Okay, then अब दो चीजें और है. Let us say, I will say my personal experience, guys. 80% से ज्यादा बच्चों को एक गाइडेड स्केड्यूल चाहिए होता है. That is my experience over a period of time. If you have decided onto that I need a guided schedule, अभी भी एक बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज है. वो चैलेंज है, सर मैं रेगुलर बैच ज्वाइन करूं कि मैं TND बैच ज्वाइन करूं, है ना. दिस इज अनदर very very big challenge that people face. Dr. Nachiket, do you want to say anything on this?
सर आई थिंक जो आपने बात कही थी ना, उसी के अंदर ऐड समथिंग, जो आइडेंटिफाइंग योरसेल्फ. प्लीज डू नॉट फॉलो एनीथिंग जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ अ पीयर प्रेशर. कि अगर कोई तुम्हें पीयर में भाटिया भी कह रहा है ना, उसको भी मना कर दो. दैट इज दैट इज हाउ ऑनेस्ट आई विल बी विद यू. कि इफ ही इज आस्किंग यू प्रेशराइजिंग टू बी इन भाटिया, तुम्हारा मन कहीं और है, मैं कह रहा हूँ कहीं और जाओ. जहां भी जाओगे मन से पढ़ना, ट्रस्ट से पढ़ना, तभी फायदा है. You have to trust the academics, and in medical it's not 2 + 2 is not equal to 4. Somebody will say 3.9, somebody will say 4.1. It is up to you what answer you choose. So for all the students who are asking me whether for the 2017 and the senior batches, I'll just repeat that myself. As sir told you, you have to give the next one exam only. So what will happen is when the result comes out, the 2017 and the senior batches will get a separate result. Now their result, they will start their PG immediately in that very year as a normal NEET-PG exam. But the 2018 batch, they will get a separate result. They have to first appear for internship, then give the next two, and then they will start their postgrad after 1 full year. So this is the difference that you guys are going to have. So sir, shall we start with some questions here?
हाँ, एक ब्रॉडली रेगुलर बैच और TND बैच के बारे में मैं थोड़ा सा बता देता हूँ. I feel that the students who have not done very very good amount of studies in the first year, second year, third year or final year, they should always go with the live regular batches. Those students who have done a good amount of homework in the first year, second year and third year, and they know the subject pretty well, and what they want is more of a revision and more of a brushing up of a stuff, in those cases the TND or a test and discussion courses will be very useful. TND courses are more of self-reading, and then you assess your knowledge, and then you identify your mistakes and you work forward. Please remember, both produces good results. Both produces very very good result. Regular batch student come out with flying colors. Don't even think about that. I have seen across that a lot of people have this thought process that a TND people will get a rank in top 20. No, it is not like that. Lot of our regular batch students have got rank in top 10. A lot of, there is no doubt about it. So it's never about that a TND is for topper and a regular batch is not for a topper. It is about that where do you stand, and accordingly you have to choose. Please remember that. So regular batches are for a complete A to Z learning of the subject, whereas a TND is a self-reading where it is an analysis, and then you test yourself and you identify your mistake. From the institute point of view, I can say that whatever that you want to choose, we have an option available for it. There are some new batches of the regular as well as TND that we are starting. You can contact us on various social medias and on our number. I think we will share the number into the comment section. You can give us a call or you can write us on support@DBMI.
We are putting a WhatsApp group in the chat section. I'll just, after sir has done, I'll just share some batch details that we are starting. Sir, please continue.
Yeah. Okay. Now the biggest challenge is about those students who are entering into final year. अब प्रॉब्लम क्या है इन स्टूडेंट के साथ? प्रॉब्लम क्या है? Those who are entering into the final year, their biggest challenge is they have to manage the final year also, which is also a very, very big stress. Plus, they will have to write the next one exam. Okay. I will suggest them that what they have to do is, if you have not covered the final year subject previously, some of the people sometimes cover it in the third year. So if you are from that particular zone, then you can do a TND and you can cover all the 19 subjects. But according to me, it will not happen with more than 50 or 100 students. Majority of the students have not covered the final year. So my suggestion to them is thoroughly learn the final year in the final year along with the quick revision of the first, second year, slightly more detailed reading of the third year. The easiest way to do that is, you can do some quick papers or a TND kind of thing for a first and second year, and for third year and final year, you have to attend the detailed sessions, because nowadays the teaching are also being changing slightly in a way that even in a third year and a fourth year, we are going into more of an integrated pattern where the relevant part of the first and second year we try to cover in that part. So there are multiple things that are being done. As Dr. Nachiket has mentioned, Dr. Nachiket is going to explain these for you. And I think first let's see these descriptions and then probably you can fit it best to your schedule. Over to you, Dr. Nachiket.
So guys, basically, first you have to understand that we have this thing called where we are giving the recorded lectures. That's the advanced package. So in the advanced package, you are getting the 1,000 hours of videos, complete Q bank, test series, TND, LMRP. Now this package is available at just 25,000 and this is right now going at 2.2 and we are going to soon launch 3.2, and if you subscribe today, you will be automatically upgraded to 3.2. Now talking about the regular batch. Now this product, the advanced package is going to be complementary in regular batch. So we are launching regular batch on 8th February, 14th February and 27th February. There's a new batch starting by Dr. Ashwini sir, Ashish Kumar sir, and Ankur Jain sir on all the 3 dates. You are going to get, and this course is basically for those students who want to learn everything in detail. So DBMCI live classes plus eGurukul advanced pack subscription and test and discussion. This is for people who have already done some kind of studies in their foundation years. That is the first to final year. वो पहली भी एक बार पढ़ चुके हैं, now they want a revision. So test and discussion is the thing for them. As you can see, we have increased our test for medicine and surgery. आपको 4 टेस्ट मिलेंगे मेडिसिन एंड सर्जरी के, और उसके अंदर पूरा रिवीजन दिया जाएगा आपको, containing all the important questions plus the previous year questions. And we are having integrated lectures in all the 3 subscriptions: test and discussion, regular batches, as well as advanced pack. You are going to get integrated videos, lectures in all the 3 sections. So we are putting our WhatsApp group in the chat section. If you are interested, you can very well go ahead with that. And I'll tell you who doesn't need to join the WhatsApp group. Now, this is for everybody who has already, who is, they are preparing well and they want to, go ahead with their own subscription and they're just here to learn about strategy for next. आपको join करने की जरूरत नहीं है. If you are well settled with some other app or coaching institute, I wish you nothing but the best. जिसमें कर रहे हो continue उसी में करो, दिल लगा के पढ़ो, trust से पढ़ो, and I'm telling you, you have our blessings with you. But if you are, looking for some kind of studies, you can very well join us, and I promise you that you will get the best guidance here. But now coming back to the strategy for next, sir.
Yeah. No, I think absolutely fine. And the way that you have described the courses are very, very good. So guys, please remember, those who have already completed the final year subjects in the third year, TND is an ideal solution for them. Because you have already completed. See, the whole idea is, if you have already completed the subjects and you have some confidence, little confidence, TND, because you already have the notes prepared with you, you will read the notes, you will write the test. If you have to complete your subjects, you have not done it, you have not done a single reading, TND is not an ideal thing for you. Ideal, if you can make your own schedule, the advanced pack is an ideal thing for you. But if you cannot make your own schedule, DBMCI live or a face-to-face class is an ideal point for you. So in the final year, those students who are in the final year, those who have already completed final year in the third year, even in the final year, you can do TND. Please remember that. But those who are in the final year who have not completed their final year subjects, then they should go with the regular coaching. And one more thing that I want to tell you guys, please remember, we are not teaching you something different. If you attend the classes seriously, automatically your final year will be prepared. Please understand this point. I mean, you need not to worry about your final year. Specifically, when it's a next exam, your final year passing is also dependent on the next one exam. So anyways, your final year exam will be a competitive or a MCQ based exam. And the way that things have been taught to you nowadays, it is not about a rote learning. It is about giving you those concepts that are being asked in the exam. Yes, you should not miss your postings. Definitely, you should go to your postings. You have to learn the clinical skills. But obviously, the classes are structured, classes are scheduled in a way so that it takes into account that your postings or clinical postings are not disturbed, and you still can maintain the rhythm as well as the discipline and as well as the schedule. Over to you, Dr. Nachiket.
The basic question that I can see many students have asked, is reading first and second year necessary for next? And I think we have been preparing this answer for a long time now. So if you would like to, sir, give your opinion on this one.
See, डॉक्टर नचिकेत, एक छोटी सी बात बता दो साहब मेरे को, क्या आप टेबल्स सीख सकते हो काउंटिंग को लर्न किए बगैर?
नहीं,
बस, I don't think I need to explain it again.
हड्डी के बिना सर्जरी नहीं सर. बताओ.
First year and second year are countings. Alphabets है. सेंटेंस बनाना कहां से सीखोगे बच्चे अगर अल्फाबेट्स नहीं आते तो? It's as simple as that. Yes, what matters is that the way that you learn it, how much depth you are learning it, that is what makes a difference. Nowadays it's a clinical anatomy that is being asked, clinical pharmacology that is being asked. अभी देखो ना, लास्ट 2 ईयर के नीट के पेपर देख लो, लास्ट के नीट के 2 ईयर के पेपर जैसे है ना, ऐसा ही पेपर नेक्स्ट आने वाला है. प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड दैट. नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस विल बी डिफरेंट, पैटर्न इज गोना रिमेन सेम. आज की डेट में कौन सा रेडियोलॉजी का क्वेश्चन, कौन सा मेडिसिन का, कौन सा एनाटॉमी का क्वेश्चन आता है? लास्ट ईयर ओनली दे हैव डन अवे विद द सब्जेक्ट वाइज वेटेज. इट्स अ क्वेश्चन रिलेटेड टू अ डिजीज, एंड इन द चॉइसेस there is an anatomy, there is a microbiology, there is a medicine, there is a radiology. It's about learning the subject. So your fundamental has to be strong. There is no doubt about it. You can't learn a surgery without anatomy. You can't learn medicine without pathology and physiology. And it's as simple as that. Okay. So just one more point, Dr. Nachiket. A lot of students do attend our Kahoot session on this. So we will finish this session, and after that, we will be having the Kahoot quiz. We are not, I mean, the session will be there. We will be having it after this session is over. Okay. So please accommodate for the day. This was an important session, and that is why we have planned it like this. Yes, over to you.
I think I'll give you a perfect example of an integrate question as well, where how a question can have so many, and a very simple thing that we are all experts today. So you are sitting in an OPD, you get a patient who is coughing, sneezing, complains of that he's not getting any taste and smell. What do? You ask him to get an X-ray, you ask him to get an HRCT, you ask him to get a test of loss of taste and loss of smell. The test comes back positive, the X-ray shows infection in the lungs. What do? You ask him to get a more definite test. You ask him to get a RT-PCR. The test comes back positive. What is the most probable diagnosis? The answer is very simple. It's COVID positive. Now, this is a perfect example of a question pattern that is called a problem solving questions. Guys, this question pattern is going to be 60% in the next one. Now, what is going to happen is if I just, try to quantify how many subjects are in there, you had loss of taste and loss of smell, that's anatomy physiology. You had X-ray, that is radiology, HRCT, that is radiology. Then RT-PCR, that's pure biochemistry. Then COVID, that is pure microbiology. So when the question will start coming in, the examiner can turn the question anywhere. I mean, it can simply go to RT-PCR and say, how can a false positive come? Or something like that. COVID. See that it will come to the COVID life. This is how it is going to be. So when you talk about that earlier in NEET-PG 2020 till 2020, not even in 21, anatomy just had 17 questions, physiology 17 questions, and biochemistry 16 questions. But now anatomy or biochemistry can be a part of any question in the whole 540 MCQs. And even if you have to quantify which subject this particular problem solving question was, so it was a medicine question. You were sitting in an OPD. So that immediately quantifies as a medicine question. But the biochemistry was a part of that question. The examiner is not going to tell you. He or she is simply going to ask you that. It can be radiology, it can be microbiology, it can be biochemistry. And if you have not done biochemistry, you are stumped there. You marked the question wrong. You studied medicine, but it is biochemistry at the end of the day. So right now, studying anatomy is important because anatomy, physiology, biochemistry can be a part of all the 540 MCQs. And the question can be directly from them. So on to you.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, very, very well taken example. And I think probably the single most important example is sufficient to make you understand that how important each and every subject is. Okay, it's not just one subject, how important each and every subject is, because once the examiner is making the paper, you do not know what is going on in his mind at that, what patient he has seen and what kind of information that is going to put it into that particular question. So it is a fundamental that has to be clear. And at this stage, I also want to tell that those students who are just entering into MBBS, please make sure that you are bringing your basics from day one. And if you need our help, do let us know. We will be happy to help you in whatever best capacity that we can. Do let us know if we can do that. But please remember that stay focused, guys, stay disciplined. If you can remain disciplined on your own, as Dr. Nachiket has said, we wish you all the best. If you cannot stay disciplined and you want our help, we will be happy to help you in whatever best possible way. DBMCI has tried in the last 3 years, specifically in the last 2 years, which have been very, very stressful, specifically for the medical education, doctors. I mean, I will say that these 2 years have been stressful for everybody, but for doctors, for medical students, they had an added stress. They were handling those patients. They were suffering themselves from the disease. They were taking care of their exams, delayed 0 year and all kind of challenges the healthcare workers have faced, but challenges make you more stronger. DBMC has also tried their level best to take care of the students in the best possible way, be it the financial help. A lot of students, Dr. Nachiket has personally helped lot of people in the COVID time. The help in terms of giving them different ways to learn the subject, arranging the classes in the best possible way, and we will keep on doing it. We will keep on doing it. Whatever is the need, whatever is the best possible need, you need guidance. We have started mentorship programs. We have started TND. We have started live internet-based classes. Whenever there was an availability, we tried to conduct the face-to-face classes. We tried to conduct counseling sessions for you so that the students who have trusted us, they have a single trusted resource which they can bank upon. And everything we have गालियां भी खाई आप लोगों की, and but we have tried our level best in every possible way that whatever information, whatever help that you need from DBMCI, we try to give you in the best possible way. And I think we will keep on doing it. We will keep on doing it for our students. Do let us know if we can help you out in any way. In any way, I think you all know our social media handles. You can connect with us personally in any way, and do let us know if we can help you out in any way. That's all. That's all from my side.
I'll tell you a couple of things regarding eGurukul 3.0. We are launching it somewhere in March. So we are going to get you English videos, but you are also going to get English videos. So if you subscribe right now, you will be getting both the videos, English and English. You are going to get multiple login in 3.0. So you can, very well simultaneously log in the app from the two devices. That is also a possibility. And we are launching a very unique feature. इसको थोड़ा surprise बना के रखा मैंने. But when it will be launched, I am telling you, तुम दिल से मुझे thank you कहोगे कि सर इतना बढ़िया feature लेके आओ that you are going to make. I am going to make education fun. So it's a promise from my side. It's going to be such a good feature. And also you will be having your in-app schedule. You can make your schedule inside the app, and we have revamped the Q Bank. We have added more integrated questions. We have added more integrated videos, and Pura Q Bank has been checked, verified, mistake-free. So 3.0 ke andar we are going to launch as that. And apart from that, the notes are going to have single font, double side. It is going to have previous year question. It is going to have case scenarios. So बहुत revamp करके हम notes लेकर आ रहे हैं, and integrated videos. So every subject will be having its own integrated videos, so that next के लिए एक भाटिया का student सबसे ज़्यादा तैयार हो. This is my promise to each and every one of you. As I've told you that I've given you the dates of regular batch, 8th Feb, 14th Feb, and I'm sorry, I'm missing the other one. We are launching that batches, and TND की मैंने आपको dates बता दी है. TND is going to be very, very elaborate this time. All the questions discussed, and these are what we are going to discuss is the next pattern questions: integrated, clinical, problem solving, comprehensive and analysis, and recall questions. These all are going to be discussed in the test and discussion as well. And advanced pack shall be complimentary for 1 year in both of these packs. So I think this is from my side. If you have any issues, you can just join the WhatsApp group that we have been putting in the chat box, or you can call us on 98101 50067. Sir, any last words, Rajat sir?
No, I think you have summed up the things very well, and I think we should as early as possible reveal the surprises that are there for the students in the eGurukul, and I'm sure that they will love those surprises. And as you said, that obviously the learning should not be a stress. Learning definitely should not be a stress. The more fun it is to read, the easier it is to grasp, and the easier it is to score and to read it for a longer hours. And I'm sure that we will try our level best to provide you that environment where you are not considering learning as a stress, rather you are considering learning as a fun, in a way which is needed to crack the exam in the best possible way. Okay, so that's all for the day, guys. Thank you very much. WhatsApp link is showing error. I think we will share it into the description once again. If there is a challenge, we're gonna see to it. And wish you all the best for the exams ahead, and may God bless you all. And in another 2 minutes, once the session will finish, we will start with the quiz.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much. God bless you. And always remember, Dr. Rajat is your chief mentor. I am your customer care guy. And this is how we are going to work together. So always remember, Bhatia hai to Bharosa hai. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye. Take care.